everyone, myself Dr. P. Ashok Babu, working as Professor and Head, EC Department. So in this video, I'm going to discuss some more problems on magnetostatics. So the first problem is, so a parallel plate capacitor with a plate area of 5 centimeter square and a plate separation of 3 mm has a voltage of 50 sine 10 cube t is applied to its plates. Then we need to calculate the displacement current, assuming that epsilon equal to 2 epsilon naught. We need to calculate the displacement current ID. So here we know that D is equal to the electric flux density. D is equal to, we have epsilon E, where E is the electric field intensity. We know that electric field intensity E is equal to V by D. Therefore, the electric flux density D is equal to epsilon into V by D. And we know that again, the current density, the displacement current density ZD. The displacement current density ZD is equal to dou D by dou T, where D is equal to epsilon E. So here dou into epsilon E by dou T, or it is epsilon into dou E by dou T, and E is equal to again V by D. Therefore, we can write epsilon into dV by dt. Epsilon into dV by dt by D. Therefore, epsilon by D into dV by dt. And we know that the current density ID, the current density ID is equal to current density ID equal to JD into S. JD is equal to S. So here the current density JD into surface area S. Therefore, ID is equal to JD into S. The current I is the current, JD is the current density. Therefore, the current ID is equal to current density into surface area. So which is equal to, so here already we know that JD is equal to epsilon by D into dV by dt. Therefore, here we have epsilon S by D into dV by dt. But we know that epsilon S by D is equal to capacitance value C. Therefore, the current I is equal to C into dV by dt. So which is same as the conduction current given by. So the conduction current in a capacitor is, that is IC is equal to dQ by dt. Therefore, the current I is equal to the rate of change of charge. So therefore, I is equal to dQ by dt. So, but Q is nothing but the charge. So charge equal to surface area into surface charge density. Therefore, S into Q is equal to, we can write S into rho S, where rho S is the surface charge density, S is the area, surface area. Therefore, we can write S into d rho S by dt. D rho S by dt, that equal to, but according to the Ampere's, according to Maxwell equation, Maxwell Gauss law, according to Gauss law, we can have the electric flux density D is equal to surface charge density rho S or volume charge density or any charge densities. Therefore, here we can substitute in place of rho S equal to D, electric flux density. Therefore, S into dou D by dou T. Dou D by dou T. Again, D is equal to epsilon E. Therefore, epsilon S into dou E by dou T. And E is equal to V by D. Therefore, epsilon S by D into dV by dt. dV by dt. Therefore, epsilon S by D is nothing but C. Therefore, C into dV by dt. So, both are similar. Now, we need to find out the current density. Displacement current density. Displacement current. So, the displacement current ID is equal to, we need to substitute the capacitor value. Capacitor value is given as, C is given as. So, here we can have the 2 into epsilon naught is given. Epsilon is given. Therefore, here I am writing the epsilon IC is equal to, or ID is equal to, so here I am substituting epsilon S by D. So, epsilon is given as epsilon equal to 2 epsilon naught. Therefore, 2 into epsilon naught value is 10 power minus 9 by 36 pi into, again, S is the surface area. S is given as 5 centimeter square. Therefore, it is 5 into 10 power minus 4 meters by D is given, separation is given, 3 millimeters is given. So, if you convert into meters, it is 3 into 10 power minus 3, 3 into 10 power minus 3 into, so we have given dV by dt. dV, V is voltage is given as, voltage V is equal to 50 sine 10 cube t. Therefore, dV by dt is equal to, we have 50, differentiation of sine is cos 10 cube t into 10 cube. Therefore, 10 cube into 50 cos 10 cube t. So, this is, if we simplify this one, is ID, current ID, displacement current I is equal to, it is 147.4 cos into cos 10 power t nano amps. Next, we'll do the next problem. So here, the solenoid in a figure has the solenoid is in a figure has number of turns 2000 and a length of that is solenoid is 75 centimeters and carries a current radius of and which is having the radius of 5 centimeters. So if it carries a current of 50 milliamps along A5, then we need to find out the magnetic field intensity at 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 75 centimeters, 0, 0, 50 centimeters. So here let us assume a solenoid like this. So which is having the length L is equal to 75 centimeters and which is having the radius 5 centimeters. So now we need to find out the and which carries a current of I is equal to 50 milliamps. Solenoid carries a current of 50 milliamps. Now we need to find out the magnetic field intensity at 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0 means at the starting of a solenoid. This 0, 0, 0. Then 0, 0, 75, which means at the end of the solenoid. Next, we need to find out the 0, 0, 50 centimeters. So 50 centimeters means in the midway of the solenoid. It is at 0, 0, 50 centimeters. So for these three conditions, we need to find out the magnetic field intensity. So here we know the formula, the magnetic field intensity H is equal to, it is Ni by 2L into cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1 into Az. So here the number of turns N is given as 2000, therefore 2 into 10 cube into the current I is given as 50 milliamps, therefore 50 into 10 power minus 3 by. So here 2 into L is given as length of the solenoid is 75 centimeters. 75 centimeters means we can write 75 into 10 power minus 2 into cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. Therefore, if you simplify this one, 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 2 cancel each other. Therefore, 100 by 1.5 into cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. Cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. So here we need to find out the magnetic field intensity at the starting of a solenoid. Therefore, at the starting of a solenoid, we can assume the angle is theta. So it is theta 1 is at the starting stage, theta 1, it is a theta 1. Theta 1 equal to, we can write 90 degrees and we don't know the theta 2 value. So theta 2 value we can find by using the distance, it is total distance is 0.75 or 75 centimeters and the radius is 0.5 centimeters. Therefore, the hypotenuse here it is 0.75 square plus 0.5 square. 0.5 square. Therefore, the angle cos theta 2 equal to, here we can write cos theta 2 equal to, it is 0.75 by root of 0.75 whole square plus 0.5 whole square. 0.5 whole square. Actually, it is 0.5 centimeters is given. 5 centimeters means 5, it is 0.05. If you convert into meters, it is 0.05. Therefore, it is 0.05 whole square. So the value is cos theta 2 value is 0.989978. So here if you substitute the theta 1 value and theta 2 value in the equation, so it is theta 2 minus theta 1, cos 90 is 0. Therefore, the values, the magnetic field intensity is 66.52 into Az because it is along the Z direction. Then we need to find out the magnetic field intensity at the end of a solenoid. So at the end of the solenoid means here it is theta 1 is like this, it is theta 2, it is theta 2. So here theta 2 is nothing but it is a 90 degrees. Theta 2 is nothing but 90 degrees and we need to find out the theta 1 value. So theta 1 value is it is somewhat negative compared to the theta 2. It is in the negative 1. Therefore, we can write the cos theta 1 equal to or cos minus of cos theta 2 in the previous condition. So in previous condition cos theta 2 equal to we have 0.9978. Therefore, cos theta 1 equal to we can write minus 0.9978. Therefore, if you substitute into equation, so cos theta 2 is cos 90 0. So plus minus of minus 0.9978. So the value is 66.52 Az ampere per meter. So it is the second magnetic field intensity. So third one, we need to find out the magnetic field intensity at the midway of the solenoid. So the total length of the solenoid is 0.75 meters. So here we need to find out the solenoid magnetic field intensity at a distance of 0.05 or 0.5. at 0.5, it is at 0.5 centimeters. So the remaining will be this 0.25. The remaining is 0.25. The remaining value is 0.25. Therefore, here we can write the angles as, so here it is 0.5, it is 0.25. Therefore, here we can write, we can find out the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is equal to this is 0.05. The radius is 0.05. Therefore, it is 0.25 square plus 0.05 whole square. So, if you write the expression for cos theta 2, cos theta 2 is equal to, it is 0.25 by root of 0.25 whole square plus 0.05 whole square. 0.05 whole square. Then cos theta 1, we can find out the cos theta 1 value. So cos theta 1 value is, so here and on the other hand side we can find out the cos theta 1 value. So cos theta 1 is, let us assume it is minus 1, minus negative side is minus. Therefore it is minus 0.5 by minus 0.5 by. So here it is root of 0.5 whole square plus 0.05 whole square. So this one is again 0.05. Therefore here we can write the cos theta 1. So cos theta 1 equal to 0.5 by root of 0.5 whole square plus 0.05 whole square. So here, because of it is left side, we can assume the negative sign. So here, if you find the values, it is minus 0.995 and cos theta 2 is 0.9806. Now substitute the cos theta 1 value and cos theta 2 value in the magnetic field intensity formula. Therefore, it is 100 by 1.5 into, so cos theta 2 plus, actually it is a minus of minus cos theta 1, therefore it becomes plus. Then the magnetic field intensity is 131.7 AZ ampere per meter. So in this way, we can find out the magnetic field intensity of a solenoid at the starting stage, at the end of the solenoid, in the middle of the solenoid. Next problem. So in a medium characterized by sigma equal to 0, mu equal to mu naught, epsilon equal to 4 epsilon naught, and E is equal to, we have electric field intensity E is equal to, we have 20 sine 10 power 8 t minus beta z into AY volts per meter. So here we need to calculate the magnetic flux density B, the magnetic field intensity H, and the beta value. So here let us solve the problem by using the time domain. So here we know that according to Gauss law, del dot E is equal to 0. Therefore, del dot E is equal to, we can write a dou Ey by dou Y, because the total electric field intensity is along Y direction. Therefore, we can write dou Ey by dou Y is equal to 0. So again, from Faraday's law, we can write the Maxwell equation, another Maxwell equation, which is del cross E is equal to minus B dot. You have the formula del cross E is equal to minus B dot, where B is equal to mu H. Therefore, it is del cross E is equal to minus dou B by dou T, or del cross E is equal to minus mu into dou H by dou T, minus mu into dou H by dou T. So from this you can find out the magnetic field, magnetic field intensity H. Therefore here just cross multiply the expression for minus mu into dou H is equal to del cross E into dou T, or dou H is equal to minus 1 by mu into del cross E into dou T, or if you integrate on both sides, H is equal to minus 1 by mu into integral del cross E dt. So this is the expression. So here if you know the del cross E, then we can find the magnetic field intensity H. So we need to find out the del cross E. So here we can find the del cross E by using the det of a matrix. So here AX, AY, AZ is given, dou by dou X, dou by dou Y, dou by dou Z, and we have only EY is given, 0, EY, 0. So here if you find the det, it is minus dou EY by dou Z into AX plus dou EY by dou X into AZ. So here we need to find out the det value. So here E is given as, E is equal to, we know that 20 sine 10 power 8 t minus beta z into AY is given. AY is given. So therefore here we can differentiate the same with respect to z. With respect to z. So here with respect to x is 0. Therefore no need to do the second part. So we need to complete the first part. So it is differentiate the equation. If we differentiate the equation with respect to z, it is 20 minus z minus 20, and differentiation of sine theta is cos theta minus cos theta. Therefore minus cos 10 power 80t minus beta z cos theta. So in the differentiation of sine is cos. Therefore minus 20 into cos of 10 power 80t minus beta z into minus beta. Differentiation of z value. Therefore it becomes minus positive. It is 20 beta cos of 10 power 80t minus beta z into ax only, into ax. Therefore, the magnetic field intensity, if you substitute this into magnetic field intensity, we can find the magnetic field intensity. So, the magnetic field intensity H is equal to, we have minus 1 by mu into del cross E into dt. Del cross E into dt. Minus 1 by mu into del cross E into dt. Now, substitute del cross E equal to this one value. Therefore, it is minus 1 by mu into integral of 20 beta into cos of 10 power 8t minus beta z dt into dx. So we need to differentiate the equation with respect to d, integrate the equation with respect to t. Therefore, it is minus 1 by mu into 20 beta is there. 20 beta is common. Minus 20 beta by mu into, so integral of cos theta. Integral of cos theta is sine theta. Therefore, it is sine 10 power 8 t minus beta z by integration of 10 power 80t is by 10 power 8. So it becomes minus 20 beta by mu into 10 power 8 into sine 10 power 80t minus beta z into ax. So this is a magnetic field intensity H. Now we know that del dot H equal to 0. Then according to Ampere's law, we know that del cross H equal to, we know the other Maxwell equation, del cross H equal to J plus dou D by dou T, where J is the current density. We can write J equal to sigma E. Therefore, del cross H equal to sigma E plus E is nothing but, D is nothing but epsilon E. Therefore, epsilon into dou E by dou T. So here sigma equal to 0 is given. Therefore, the expression is del cross H is equal to epsilon into dou E by dou T. So again, if you find out the E value, so just cross multiply the equation. It is epsilon into dou E is equal to del cross H into dt. Therefore, dou E is equal to 1 by epsilon into del cross H into dt. So if you integrate on both sides, then E is equal to 1 by epsilon integral del cross H into dt. So here, if you substitute the del cross H value here, then we can find out the electric field intensity E. So here del cross H equal to same as the previous one. Here it is minus dou Hx by dou Z into Ax minus dou Hx by dou Y into Az. So here also we need to differentiate the equation with respect to Z. So here if you differentiate the equation with respect to Z, so already here we have H is equal to, we have minus 20 beta square by mu into 10 power 8 into sine 10 power 8 t minus beta z is there. So here if you differentiate the equation, same equation, so here minus is there, minus positive, so it becomes 20 beta square by mu into 10 power 8. So differentiation of sine is cos, it is cos 10 power 8t minus beta z into again here we have minus beta is there. So minus is there, minus become a positive. So therefore it becomes 20 beta square. So it becomes 20 beta square. Actually it is 20 beta square by mu into 10 power 8 into cos 10 power 8t minus beta z into ay. Now to find out the electric field intensity, we need to substitute the same into integration. So here E is equal to 1 by epsilon into del cross E. Del cross E equal to 20 beta square by mu into 10 power 8 into integral cos of 10 power 8 t minus beta z into dt. So differentiate the equation with respect to t. Then we have E is equal to 20 beta square by mu epsilon into integration of cos is sin 10 power 8 t minus beta z into integration of 10 power 8 t 10 power 8 1 by 10 power 8. So it becomes 10 power 16. So it is the electric field intensity E. Now if you compare the electric field intensity with the starting electric field intensity, then we have 20 beta square by mu epsilon into 10 power 16 is equal to 20. Just compare the amplitudes. So here if you compare the amplitudes, so 20 cancel each other. Therefore here we can write beta square equal to mu epsilon into 10 power 16. Therefore beta is equal to plus or minus 10 power 8 into root mu epsilon, which is plus or minus 10 power 8 into root mu is given as mu equal to mu naught, epsilon is given as 4 epsilon naught value. Therefore it is you can write plus or minus 10 power 8 into, so out of root 2 it is root of 2 into mu naught into epsilon naught. Root mu naught into epsilon naught is nothing but the velocity. Therefore it is plus or minus 10 power 8 into 2 by c. C is the velocity of flight or velocity. Therefore it is 10 power 8 into 2 by 3 into 10 power 8. 10 power 8 10 power 8 cancel each other. Therefore we have beta is equal to plus or minus 2 by 3. So it is a beta value. Now we need to find out the magnetic field intensity value. So now the magnetic field intensity H is equal to, we need to substitute the values. So it is plus or minus 20 beta by 4 pi epsilon naught value. Epsilon naught 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 is a mu naught mu value into 10 power 8 into sin 10 power 8 t plus or minus beta values 2 by 3 z into ax. So here if you simplify the expression, the magnetic field intensity H is equal to plus or minus 1 by 3 pi into sin 10 power 8 t plus or minus 2 by 3 into z into ax. So it is a magnetic field intensity. So beta value is plus or minus 2 by 3 and the magnetic field intensity this one. So in this way you can find out the magnetic field intensity or electric field intensity both. Okay, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.